one AFK session later, and we're here. I AFK'd overnight here at the wool farm to see how much we could get in a night, and about 3 stacks on the low end. I didn't check each one exactly, but cyan wool overperformed heavily, and so did light blue. It's weird, kind of like the lighter blues did incredibly well, but these lower ones didn't do quite as well. That's obviously because the ones upstairs had a bit of a head start because of the time frame of building this. And lastly, our orange sheep died, so I had to bring in a new one. So that's unfortunate, and I actually was the one who killed it. I feel really bad, but I didn't put this trapdoor in, so there were like a bunch of mobs stuck here. So I had to kill them, but one of them was a baby zombie, and I accidentally hit the sheep, and that killed it. That's what this is. So I've obviously gotten a bit ahead of myself. Welcome back to episode 4 of Oca SMP. We have a lot of interiors to do today, and I intend to do all of them. I have 3 planned, but obviously a collection of wool will be very helpful for that. So let's get into the first act of today's episode. And I'm here by the Amethyst Geode, and look at this. It was loaded during my AFK session, meaning that it's fully grown. So let's gather up some amethyst and see how much we end up with. Amethyst collecting complete, and we have a glorious amount of amethyst. 8¼ stacks of amethyst. So I want to automate that geode. I think it would be really cool to automate that so it's running while AFKing at the wool farm. But first, let's deal with the actual first interior. Alright, so I have a few materials with me to work on this interior a little bit because, oh, hello there. Sir? You're not supposed to be in here. Yeah, we need to light up the area a little bit better. But we definitely need to, oh no, I don't want to deal with this problem. But we definitely need to do a bit of interior for this lower bit because it's very messy and I really want to make it look better. So let's hit a quick time lapse to finish up this interior. Ready? Let's go. And done. We've got a better interior now. I think it looks a lot more done, I think, and that's a good way to say it is done. This is all I'm gonna do here. I do want to make an AFK chamber, actually. Well, I guess I lied. Yeah, there needs to be some way AFK, but we've got our perfect wool farm. It's done, and I like these outlines a lot that kind of highlight which color it is and where they are just by looking at the floor. I couldn't really do anything similar up here just because of the cramped area, I guess. Although this and this can be fixed with 1 red and 1 blue like this. But other than that, I think we're done. But this is not the end for this building, since you may have noticed this is all underground. There's still this whole overground area, and I do want to do like a horse breeding thing up here, and this is why I built these little stations. I want to keep horses in here. I think that could be kind of neat. But I think that's all I'm going to do to the underground here. I don't think there's anything else that really can be done unless I want to shove a couple more farms down here. But for now, I think we're done. So, on to the next thing. We got more interiors to design. I've got 2 more interiors to do today. So, let's get on. Alright, so I'm now in our house, and I think it's about time we finally do the interior here, since this is not the most glorious. I mean, this is from scaffolding from episode like 1. So I think it is about time that we clean this place out a bit and finish building up the interior. So, are you ready? Let's get to it. And here we go, we finished the interior. We've got my beautiful throne, so I can sit on and talk to you guys from... I've left this here for now. I have my green room, which I've had since episode 1, but it is part of the interior. I have finally the upstairs here. I've got my green screen and my camera where I can record stuff. And I've got this room. This is the lounge room. I've got all my books, and I've got all my gizmos and gadgets here. So, well, I guess this isn't quite done. I have this room that I don't know what to do with, but I'm very happy with the way that this interior came out, and I've also added this last window. But I'm very happy with the way this interior came out. I think it's beautiful. I think it works perfectly, and I think it kind of meshes fairly well with this underground area, which is obviously the main area, but the upstairs is there, and I think it looks glorious. So, I hope you all have enjoyed this time lapse, and we have another interior to build. Ready for that? Through some movie magic, I am now not going to be going there, because I think we have some more different work to do for this episode, since, you know, I don't want to just shove this filled with only interior designing. So, on to the next bit. Alright, so with our beautiful interior built up, I want to move on to a bit more of a technical piece of our puzzle. Although we do have more interior work to do today, I want to do a bit more technical stuff, and that will be automating that amethyst geode. So, let's hop into my redstone testing world, well, just my regular testing world, and get a design work. Alright, so I think I have a design worked out. I have this dropper with 4 pieces of I have this dropper with 4 items in it that will give a output once it gets rid of all of them to break this. So if we set our game rule random tick speed to a high value, it'll only break once it's fully grown. But now I need to get a system to restock it once it does that. So here we go. I have this system for unlocking the hopper. So right now it's on stage 2, so when it grows, it'll drop another one. In theory, it should. I guess I'll just fast forward a bit. Alright, so I believe I have a design working that is way more compact, and I can do 2 per budding amethyst. It's not working super well because of the high tick rate right now, but it's kind of complicated. It compares the 2 sizes and locks this repeater depending on the capacity of each of these. And basically, the number of items in this is the state of the amethyst bud. So, whenever it maxes out at 4, it realizes, oh, the dropper's empty, and refills it, and breaks the amethyst. So, I think that this design works fairly well. I haven't tested it extensively, but it took me a very long time from messing around with this before I figured out how to actually do it. It turns out that this piece of redstone dust was key to power that. It was kind of weird, but did end up working. So, let's hop back onto Oca and build it on the server. I'm here at my amethyst geode, and I'm eyeing this guy here for our machine. So, where I didn't bring observers. I feel really stupid. I'll be back in a... Alright, so my 2 observers, I'm just going to focus on one side at first, just so I can make sure I can get one working before I work on both. So we want this observer with... I didn't bring droppers either. I need it here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Water and redstone do not mix. Uh-oh. I think it's fine. I think everything's fine. Alright, here we go. We're done. We've dug out a bit of area. So we've got a bunch of redstone back here, and I think it should work, although I haven't tested it yet. Neither of these buds have grown. So I'm gonna hop in this little AFK hole I've created and wait until, just like AFK session is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna go for an AFK session. So, let's go. I don't know, maybe I'll time lapse. One AFK session later, and that's not great. We successfully got 5 amethyst blocks from that. But that's not the point. The point of this farm is that it's always running since it's very close to my base. And I should also mention the building I did. So I did a bit of building, making this place look a little nicer. You probably saw that during the time-lapse, but I didn't show off any of this in the time-lapse. I made these gashes of ore, and I think it looks very good. And I still have more to work on, but I think it looks very nice. Anyway, we need to do some interior designing, don't we? More interior designing. Well, hello there. Look at this friend we have. We're gonna need to decide a name as well. And I think I do have name tags. So, this is our friend. I don't have a name yet, but I have a horse. Look at my horse. And since I don't have an elytra and don't really plan to get one anytime soon, this will be my main point of transportation for now. What is this? I've never seen this fish before. I'm just here at this geode I found to get calcite, and I found these weird... I've never seen this kind of fish before. Huh. And we're here at the build from 2 episodes ago for Declare Bear. And we're gonna do the interior. So, as you can see, he's already settled a little bit. However, I want to do the actual interior here. So, let's hop into quick build mode and finish up this build. Fourth interior of the episode. The 4th one. It's been a lot of interioring. But, you ready? Let's go. And there we go. We've got an interior completed for Bear's build. I obviously left everything that he had set up over here, but I moved this ender chest here since that was like the whole plan from the beginning. But I'm very happy with the way it's turned out. And I've even made this upstairs area, which blocked out a bit of the time-lapse, which was kind of unfortunate. I suggested an enchanting room here. But yeah, that's all for this interior. That's the 4th interior this episode. 3rd that I've time-lapsed. But even so, I think it's time we head back and cap off this episode. Well, friends, I have bad news. Our friend, the horse, we didn't even get to name the horse, died on the journey home. Heartbreak is all I can say. But that is all the time I have for this episode. So if you did enjoy, hit the like button and subscribe. It's been a lot of fun to record. So, see you on the next one. Bye!